What's up, dude? How are you? Just kind of getting going with some music here, and then I'll get going on stuff. Part of the world are you in? Yeah, man. Good, good. Things are starting to get green outside. It's really nice. I'm like up a lot earlier because it's sunny and bright. Hmm. Oh, okay, nice. So you're in my time zone, more or less, I think. Oh, that's exciting. London's amazing. I've never been to Lithuania, but London is amazing city too. Oops. Let's see where we left off here. Are you moving there for work, or are you moving just for life, or a little both, maybe? Nice. Hmm. Gonna be in London in the summer for a animation conference up there. Should be cool. What up, Steven? Good to see you, dude. How are you, man? All right, let's see what we got here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. That's good. I'll be going to London in September. It's for a conference called InMotion. It's like an animation, 2-day animation conference. September 19th and 18th, 18th, 19th, yeah. And I'll probably be up there for like a long weekend, hanging out with some friends and stuff. I don't know what that is. Ava London? Is that Ava as in like Evangelion Ava? Or something else? Hmm. More experimentation today, I think. Kind of messing around with these goggles. I think the next few episodes I'm gonna try to dip into Moi and mix some stuff. Because I kind of want to break away from the current patterns that I'm doing. Let's see, this is goggles. Let's call it lens. Huh, that's cool. I've never heard of the Ava before, or EVA, maybe it's called. I usually go to off, which I'm doing again this year. Us by Night, which is in Belgium. And then this year I'm doing InMotion, which is part of the We Are Playgrounds, I forget what the other spin-off that they have is. But that one's the same time as off this year, so won't be going to that one. Yeah, maybe next year. They're pretty consistent. It's like my chance to go see a bunch of friends, so I love it a lot. lots of stateside homies come and hang out as well, so it's really nice for me. Sometimes I don't get to see people that often. Okay. I'm trying to keep these streams pretty loose. I think I've been doing a lot of this kind of After Effects noodling for the last, I don't know, maybe three or four. So try to switch it up and keep it interesting. We'll see. I haven't been in Moy in a while, and I want to kind of get back in there. Maybe plasticity. I don't know. I still like Moy a lot. I know all the cool kids use plasticity these days, but well, that's not true. But it is kind of like the fresh kid on the block. I mean, it's a great program. I like it a lot, and it does some things you could argue better than Moy. Definitely isn't as like finicky with edges and stuff, but I still, for whatever reason, I like just the brutal, simpleness of simplicity. Rather, that's the word of Moy. Okay. That's a CAD software. Plasticity is a CAD software, and Moy is Moment of Inspiration. It's another CAD software. But it's like similar to Illustrator in the sense that you have splines like this, and then you can extrude them, but you can do CAD operations, so it's a lot more robust, obviously. I just like pieces of software that are brutally simple these days. I don't know, things that are just so overwhelming with menus and things. I get really bored and really tired of it after a while. I just kind of I have a specific task in mind that I really want to do, and I don't want to have to learn 1,000 things to get to that one thing. But that's just me. It's like a pencil, I know what a pencil does. Okay. Let's do. Hmm. Which one? Moi? Yeah, it's been around for a while. I mean, some pretty great designers use it still. I know Vitaly uses it still. Paul Chadisson uses it still. I don't know, I'm sure there's lots of people that use it. I think plasticity came a bit after. Yeah, I mean, it did come after, but took some lessons from what Moi was doing, and it was like a natural, evolution, which is great. I love to see competition and evolution in tools. It's only natural. It just makes everything better. But there's like a weird pressure sometimes that you like have to be on top of every piece of software. That's why I like projects. I like having passion projects and personal projects and just projects really. I don't even like calling them that anymore because they're just projects that I want to make, and I always try to aim to learn something new or go a little further than I'm able to, and then I have to apply myself in some way and find a tool that does a thing that I have never used before. Like I started using this piece of software called Gaia recently, which is like a world creator, sort of like environmental 3D program. It's so cool. And you can get results really fast. It's like all node based. So it's kind of very easy to kind of like understand and parse, and it spits out incredible results, and it's fast. and I'm doing some, some blocking out of this like world for a different project. Just perfect. Stuff like that. It's like, but I don't need to know how to be an expert in that program. I just needed to do the thing that I want. Like I just wanted like some topology so that I could start building on top of it in Cinema. Show me, Steven. You know what? This is stupid. I don't like this. Yeah. Is it this one? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see a link or anything, Steven. If you're trying to ask me something. There we go. Gaia. Yeah, I think it's with an I think. Yeah, this one. So I think I have Gaia Pro. I wish they would show more from the actual software. This doesn't really do much justice to the piece of software, but yeah. Is this the thing? It's Gaia, procedural worlds. Is it? I thought it was. Yeah, I'm almost certain it's this. I don't have it on my Mac. I just have it on PC. But yeah, it has a bunch of. Oh, there you go. It's not with an I. It's GAEA. Yeah. What up, Jerry? That's it. That's why it didn't look right. I was like, what is a site? Yeah, there we go. This is it. Thank you, Steven. I couldn't spell it for the life of me. Yeah, this shit's sick. I love this program. All node based, and it's all like procedural, so you can add nodes at the end and they all affect each other, and it like ripples down the chain. So dope. I use it all the time. Yeah, nice one. I mean, World Creator is out there too. That's another one. I think if you have Octane, you get a free copy. I think you get a free copy of Gaia too, maybe, but it's like the indie version, so you can't export anything above like 1K or 2K or something. But this one's super fun, and the community is pretty cool too. There's like lots of like, you know, people that make like RPG maps, and they're really into maps, and they make really cool like environments. And but this one is so fun because you can kind of get really deep into like the how the rivers cut through everything, and yeah, it's pretty fun to mess with. And it's fast. It crashes a bit. It's a little buggy, but that's just because I think they're always developing. Yeah, it's sick. I was like, why does this site look so janky? And it's because it wasn't the right one. Thank you, man. I almost turned you on to some weird fucking thing. There we go. Yeah, I also I think it spits out, if you want, you can spit out like insane resolution stuff, right? Like I only needed like not even 4K for what I'm doing, you know? I'm just like doing 2K or something. But you can do like 16 or 32 or some insane size that you, so if you want to get all crazy with it. Hmm. Oh no, what's happened to my Wacom now? There we go. Oh man, almost panicked. Sometimes the Wacom pen hates After Effects and it just stops working. So that would have been fun, but it's back. That's better. Oops. Okay. I don't know if I love the orange yet, but it's kind of sitting in there nicely. Thanks, man. I'm trying to keep in mind the original reference too, which is Transformers, you know? So like I want it to feel kind of robotic and it's unveiling, you know, so it kind of has that like kind of, you know, I don't know what you call it, a little staggered transformer like motion. So it can't all be super smooth. But that's starting to feel correct. I think this part down here. Yeah, what's up with these? Yeah, they're all the same. As usual, I appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out. I didn't really do much announcing about this one, so I'm pretty stoked that you guys just like rolled in, even though I barely said anything. It's really nice. And I'll keep doing these as long as, I mean, it's nice that people care, but I'll keep doing them anyway for as long as I have stuff to do on here. It's a nice break from what I'm doing otherwise. And it's a really nice like progression through a project, like a very slow cadence actually, because I'm not touching it outside of the streams, you know, trying not to be noodling on it and then just like, you know, the how to draw an owl thing where it's like one day you show up and it's like a, 1,000 times different than it was. So this kind of defeats the purpose for me. So it can be a little slow, but I guess that's part of the process here. Sometimes I'm like doing stuff and I get way down the rabbit hole on a thing and then I decide I don't like it or doesn't fit. I feel like I can do something here. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's great, man. You guys are pumping stuff out. Really cool packs. Such good quality things. Sorry, I got my back is a little sore. Sitting in this chair too much. All right, so I want to do something with this. What do I want to do with this? I feel like there was something in the original. Yeah, we've got some unused bits down here. We got that one. Oh, what's up, Seth? Thanks, man. Yeah, all this stuff. It's kind of cool. Just maybe a little noisy. Yeah, something there. I think I really like this piece. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a Cosm. I upgraded not that long ago, a year or so ago. Well worth it for sure. It's the high one too, so I got the high back rest or whatever, neck rest. Really nice. I sat in an incredibly horrible chair all through COVID, and it fucking killed my back. I'm fine now, but like, man, I was like, yeah, this is fine, and then it wasn't. Like my whole learn squared course and everything, well, before it was a learn squared course, when I originally did it, damn, yeah, all that was done in a really shitty chair. Yeah, it's really nice. I got the like the little guys that come up and down. It's just nice. I went like all white for things too. Like my PC is white and legs of my table or my desk are white. And kind of like went for a bit more of a uplifting feature than the dystopian black that I've lived with for so long. There we go. All right, I want to do something with these pieces. Maybe it's just this guy and this guy. Yeah, totally. All right. Like this should be like a distance marker kind of thing. So yeah, let's see. Let's just kind of try this out. Oh, actually, we want this as well. Yeah, that one. Let's duplicate that one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Half the fun for me is like dreaming in shapes and then sometimes going the other way, you know, like figuring out what something actually is supposed to do. Like, what's the functionality? Like, what is the meaning of this? What is its purpose? Okay. All right, so we can get rid of this. And kind of take these three or these four. They're all over the place. Mm. Mm-hmm. And these two. Let's put here. Stephen, when you were doing that Vectorcraft stuff, are you just purely an illustrator, or are you doing... I guess you're doing motion stuff too for those packs, but what's your workflow? Do you kind of go back and forth or finish off completely? I feel like I'm always like more and more an illustrator. I'm just very bare bones. I don't even like fuck with color or almost ever. I just comp and do all that stuff. I make all those decisions in After Effects. It just feels, I don't know, more natural for some reason. Curious what people do. What about you, Jerry? Or you, Seth? Or you, VRX257? All the stuff? Yeah, that's how I do too. I just stay monochrome. Like, that's what Illustrator is for, it seems like. Sure. Nice. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Sometimes I wonder what people are like, you know, doing in Illustrator still. I guess, I mean, it can do so much, but nice. Sure, sure. Yeah. Yeah, all your promotional stuff looks so sick. It always looks really, really, really nice. Yeah, it's so fast. And I really know it so well now. It's kind of, I don't have to think about it really when I'm in there. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's the, what is that tool? The, oh my God. I know it. This one. What is that one called? The blend. Yeah. The blend can do some stuff, and all the like rotate again, transform again. I used to use that stuff a lot. But yeah, I hear you. It's funny, I couldn't remember what the tool was called, but I knew what the hotkey was. Just purged my brain for other things, you know? Yeah, the transform and transform again. I remember the first time I learned that when you could like do a little rotate and then just like hit it, transform again, it would copy the rotation and you get that perfect spiral. Stuff like that. It's like still the best tool for it in my opinion, but what do I know? All right. What do we got here? We don't need this always. All right, so I'm gonna pull that out. Nice, Jerry. Yeah, that's almost identical to how I work. I mean, you've been seeing me use Overlord, and I just upgraded to Overlord 2 as well. It's really nice. It feels like they worked out a lot of the little minor bugs. It feels really smooth. But yeah, essentially just like going back and forth like that is like how I work. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I kind of, one thing I worked out on my own is sort of like for this it's all shape layers, right? And that's kind of how I like to work because it's just, I don't know, it just feels better. But sometimes if they're large complicated things, I will just import Illustrator files and then name it in a way where I know it's the Illustrator file that's being used, and then I can go back and like edit that, and then it updates, auto updates, and then, you know, then it's more like a pre-comp almost inside Illustrator, and it's a lot faster. But you can't do all the good, like the little good stuff to it in After Effects that I like. 100%. Overlord is like game changer. I think I was talking about an old project that I did when I was first learning a lot of this stuff. And I think it used to be you could go into a shape, like you could, let's go one view here. Okay, so you could go into a shape and then in here in the path and then select the path. And then you could go to Illustrator and then select a path. Let's see if this works. And then paste it onto this path. Yeah. So this is how I did it one time for a massive project that I did like back in the day. I'd go back and forth and copy paste paths like this, and it was a nightmare after a while, but yeah. I don't miss working like that. Yeah, the opacity thing too. Overlord used to hate anything that was not 100% opacity. And I think they fixed that. I don't know, let's see. Like if this is, because it used to be if this had transparency, it wouldn't import. So you had to kick it over to 100. See what I mean? Or is it, no, it's there. Okay, it's fine. And is it at 50? 34? 34. Yeah, so it's like they fixed that. So that's all good. So stuff like that used to be a bit of a problem. 2.0 has definitely helped kind of iron out some of this stuff. Yeah. I think it's definitely gotten sharper the way it talks back and forth though. Because the pre-con or the artboard thing used to be really finicky too. And now it's doesn't seem to have any problems. Google's distance. Yeah, okay, so I want this thing and I want to take it out of here. I'm just gonna put it here. Oh, nice, I didn't know that. Yeah, Adam has changed the game for so many people, and it's like, I mean, such a tool. That I mean, the tool is such a tool. Like it's made such an impact on all of us and the way we work. It's crazy. Hmm. I think I want it to be more yellow. Look at this. I like having a little library. I don't know, you know, I could always Google things and look at Pinterest and whatever, but just gives me so much joy to go look at my books and look at stuff from like masters and trying to get some inspiration for stuff. Yeah. Oh, I really like this red. All right, I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now. What's this? Alerts. Okay, don't need those. And yeah, all right. I'm going to split this one into okay. Let's put this one. Don't need these. We don't need these. Don't need this. Actually, yeah, we do. But not these. Okay. And then for the top, oh, okay. So missing one here. Yeah, coffee's perfect for me. It's 10:15. So I'll take some. Thank you. I think I got a little greedy here. Oh, it's down there. Okay, not that one, not that one. Cool. And not this one. Okay, we'll leave that one. Okay, top. Mm-hmm. Okay. My wife's gotten really into decaf lately, and I drink it just because she makes it, but I can't get down. I like, oh shit, okay. Oops. Where are they? There, it's these guys. Yeah. Not that one. Okay, so now we have these two. Yay. Okay, so now distance. That one on the bottom one. Yep. Okay. All right, I think we're going back to the yellow. I don't know. I like this like red lowers piece. I think that's gonna look really cool on the okay. Likewise, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of everyone that's in here. It's very nice that you guys all came. I've been inspired by everyone's work for sure over at some point in time. Something's snapping on there. Yeah, those are just snapping in. Is it these? Yeah. Oh yeah, that won't do. I might have to cut it a little short tonight, unfortunately. I've got some stuff going on. But I really wanted to get back in here and get back in the rhythm. I think maybe next week I may have to postpone as well, just because I have some personal stuff going on. But I will keep these going, I promise. This thing is starting to look kind of cool. I don't hate it. I guess that's a test every time I come back to it as well. I'm like not mad at it. I'm not an angry person. I'm just sometimes I get very I expect a lot out of my work. You know how it is. All right, so those are coming in. Okay, something else is just, yeah, that guy. Stephen, we're gonna get along when you come to Paris. There'll be an ocean of oat milk lattes for you to swim in. Yeah, thanks, Jerry. And thanks, VRX. Really nice. Yeah. Yeah, this thing looks kind of cool. And it looks Transformer-like, which is what I want. Now I want to start building something else for it. I've kind of got a good structure. And I'm hitting those like asymmetrical cues that I wanted. There's a little bit of implied functionality. There's a little bit of like lensing. It's not bad. It's kind of getting there. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, thanks, Seth. Yeah, this one, yeah. It's a little Ready Player One kind of, but not as nice. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it's a little short this time, but yeah, I'll be back with a long session, and I've got some new stuff dropping soon, which I'm gonna do like a pivot and go through on the stream as well. So look forward to doing that with you all. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And take care. Be safe. And have a great rest of the week. Cheers.